Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Happy Sunday.
How was your week, Mel?
It was good. So, I think I had told you. So this week I was off from work. I had
Yeah.
a staycation. Not like I could go anywhere. At least, I mean, I couldn't really go anywhere fun. I was supposed to go to Disney World later this month, from August 20th through September 2nd, I believe. It was a really long vacation, but with everything that's going on, I wasn't able to go. Like I had to cancel, especially because of the travel and restrictions. So here in New Jersey, if I go to Florida on the way back, I need to quarantine for 2 weeks. And then I think they're still doing it. If I go to Florida from Jersey, I got to quarantine there too. So there's just something with the tri state area here where, if I go to Florida, I just I need to wait until I go back to work. So that, kind of made us decide that we needed to kind of put a hold on Disney for now. So instead, because I felt like I really needed a break, I just took this week off from work and I had a staycation and just tried to relax a little bit. I filmed some videos, but it's good. It's been fun. On Friday, I was interviewed by a comic book channel. So that's pretty exciting. The name of the channel is Asian Funk, and the video should be going up on his channel sometime this month. So I'm excited for that. It's my first interview like that. I feel like such a celebrity. But it's been fun. What about you, Lizzie? I know this was a big week for you.
Yeah, very big, very crazy week. Obviously we moved house on Friday, so I've been off work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then obviously the weekend. I don't work weekends.
Okay.
So the movers came on Wednesday. They did the whole bottom of the house, and
Okay.
then Thursday they did my room, or the majority of, because obviously I still needed to sleep on my bed. And then Friday we came here. So yesterday I did the plushes on the sofa, which I'm sitting on today.
Ah.
I did the Mickeys above my wardrobe. And today I've done my Sum Sums, my Ufufis, and my Wishables. So I've got a really, really cute Wishable shelf. I know you and me have talked at length about trying to find a good place to display Wishables, and I think I've
Yeah.
got it. It is already full, so I've got to think of other places to put them. But I really, really like how it looks, and I've kind of cheated because I want to do Vlogtober, but I don't want to have to, film a video every single day. So like I've kind of filmed bits of what I've done to my room, like how I've put my Samsung wall back up and stuff. And then in October, I'll like show you step by step how I do it, because there's a few different ways you can do shelving and things like that. So I just thought I'd show you how I do it, because I'm trying to think of how not to destroy the house. Because when we took the Samsung wall down last weekend after last week's live, there were so many holes in the wall, like you wouldn't believe. There were all these little holes, and then there were some like cracks, and I was like, oh god, I can't leave another house like this. So
Oh no. So kind of like a war zone. A little.
yeah, a bit like a war zone.
Aw. Let's see. Poor Pioneer said they were having trouble hearing you, but then they said, "Never mind. That's something with their speaker."
Well, we did have a few technical difficulties again this week, didn't we, Mel? So I've got no
Yeah.
internet. I'm using my phone and my AirPods aren't working, so I'm just shouting at my phone. So if you need me to
Aw.
speak, just tell me.
Do you have earphones with a cable? Because sometimes there's like a bit of like a crackling noise when you're not talking. It's there's like a bit of a crackling noise, but when you talk, it goes away. So I don't know if you had like cord headphones.
I could use that, but my phone's on charge so that it lasts the full hour.
Okay. Well,
Let's see.
we'll power through.
Does that work? Yes, my AirPods are working now, so this might fix the
Oh,
issue.
good, because I can hear you
How's
that
that?
much better. Oh,
Joe's
I can hear
here.
you a lot better. Hey, Joe, good morning or good afternoon, because
Yeah.
it's afternoon for you. Um, Oh, I see. So yeah, Caitlin said that the audio is cracking. I think it was Lizzie because I've been on other streams where when people don't use like headphones, sometimes from their phone it makes like a crackling noise. So you shouldn't be
Yeah.
able to hear it anymore. If you guys hear it, let us know. But I think that's what it was. Um, but oh my goodness. You must be so excited to just finally be at your new house, to have all of your plushies with you.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot in boxes. Like, I think it's going to take me weeks, maybe months to sort it out, especially since I'm back at work tomorrow. But I feel better knowing that with the other side now, so that all I can do now is unpack. It was harder
Yeah.
before because I knew if I looked at my Sum Sums, I was like, well, they should really be in a box. And, we can't move until everything's in a box. So it's better that I've got good activities to do now because packing was sad, whereas unpacking is a lot happier.
Yeah. Oh my God, Disneyland Paris Fan 2006. So sweet. Um, so they wrote, "Hi Lizzie and Mel, I love you so much." Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. We are so excited to do this. Yay, plushies. Yes. I love seeing all the plushies next to Lizzie. That's how it's always supposed to be. Lizzie and her
Yeah,
plushies. I
it
mean,
was weird last week.
Ah, like I love that I can see Minnie as the Statue of Liberty behind you. So it's like you kind of have some of like the East Coast here in the States, it's
Yeah,
like it's coming together. But oh my gosh, we have some
yeah.
cool things to talk about. Now, Lizzie, I know that you got the newest Disney Store key, right?
Yeah, so that released on the day I moved house. So I was thinking that I wouldn't be able to get it. But luckily it released at 8 and the movers weren't getting to our house until 9. So
Okay.
even though I had no internet because our internet had been cut off that day, I went on at 8, I did it on my phone. It's actually already been shipped, so I think it will be with me tomorrow. So on your live next week, Mel, I will be able to show the key, which is really exciting. And then hopefully soon we get news whether you guys will get it in the US.
Yes, I heard that it is supposed to come to the US as well. See if you can see my screen because I'm trying to share the screen here from the Shop Disney UK Instagram page. So it should show as a picture of
Yeah,
the Disney Store key that you
got
just
it. It
got.
came up with a little pop-up to tell me.
There we go. So yeah, I mean,
And
I
I'll
think
just
this is
make
such a
it full screen.
yeah, I think it's such a cute key. It's really similar to one
There
that
we
we
go.
had in the US last year, because last year we did have the Toy Story key, but this one is just so pretty. And I mean, it has all the Pixar colors, like the blue, the
So
yellow, the
that's the
red.
key. I had to spend £20 to get it. So I've bought a Jack Skellington as the Pumpkin King plush. It was £21. So I didn't have to struggle or buy something I didn't want because I wanted that Pumpkin King plush for at least a year. I didn't get it last year when I should have. So I've bought something I want at least, and I've got the key.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I think I told you, I looked into getting it from the UK because sometimes I just can't wait. So I went on the website and I just kept on like looking for something to get. But honestly, I didn't see anything that I wanted to get. So I just kind of decided to hold off on it because I mean, shipping is going to be expensive from the UK to here. So it was going to cost me so much more to get the key. And then when I heard that it is coming to the US, I was like, okay, so I'm just going to wait because honestly, there wasn't really anything there that I wanted at this time. But for you, I'm really happy that you were able to get the the plush that you wanted. Now, Lizzie, can you hear me okay? All right, guys, I think we're having some technical difficulties. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, let me know in the chat, please. Okay, Lizzie. So if you can hear me, so people in the chat are letting us know that they can hear me, but they can't hear you. So it might be an issue with the AirPods again. I don't know if you want to try to take them off and see if people can hear you. Um, but anyways, while we get this sorted out, I am going to stop sharing this screen so we can go back to regular screen. All right. So, and Lizzie, I actually wore this shirt just for you, my little baby Yoda shirt. And so yeah, this actually was a steal. I went to Old Navy. I think Lizzie told me there's no Old Navy in the UK, but I went to Old Navy and I got this shirt for $10. It's actually, I believe it's a guy's shirt, but hey, whatever works. uh, but yeah, I am really excited to get more of these keys. I know that last week we talked about, I think it was last week, that they're going to have a Canadian Disney store key coming out soon. I don't know exactly when. Obviously, I can't really get it here in the US, but I think it's really cool that they were keeping this thing with the keys where, different like countries and things like that get different keys. But I'm really excited that you got this, Lizzie, the key, because I know it's been a little challenging, just the transition from your old house to a new house and waiting on the internet and things like that. So I know it's been a little rough, but I'm sure that you're, really excited to finally get into your house. But yeah, thanks, your boy Rachel. Thank you. Thanks. I'm glad that everybody can hear me. But while Lizzie comes back, she's trying to get some things sorted out. So I think I told you guys I got the new Hocus Pocus mystery pin set. What, a couple weeks ago, maybe about a week and a half ago or so, and I finally completed the set. I feel like I did really well with these pins. I know that a lot of people were having some issues with duplicates. I saw a lot of unboxings where people were getting tons of the same pin. With the 7 boxes that I got, I had a 3 Winifreds, but because I did have an extra box, I really just needed one more pin to complete the set, and I was finally able to complete that set. I don't know if you guys know Candy Mom, so she is such a sweet person. She traded me for the last pin that I needed, so I finally have the completed set right here, and I think this is such a pretty set. Let me see if you guys see it here. Alrighty, I think that's a little better. So I think these print pins are so pretty. I really like that they put glitter on their hair. And then this is the oops, no, this is the one that I was needing, the cauldron. But I really like these pins. And I don't know if they're gonna make it to the UK. I'm assuming so because a lot of the times these mystery pins and open edition pins and things like that, they do end up making their way to the shop Disney UK. Just like with a lot of these legacy pins, Disney has been releasing them in the UK first, and then they go to our regular shop Disney. So we'll see what happens. I really hope that you guys get this pin set because I think it's really nice. And for being a mystery pin set, these pins are a fairly good size because, for example, here's Winifred, and then she's about the size of my, well, not quite as big as my finger, but it's fairly big. And these pins are fairly inexpensive. I believe it was $9.99 for the box. And it does come with 1 pin per box, but I really like these pins. And I think they're currently sold out in the US. I don't know if they're going to restock, but I hope that they do because these pins are really awesome. And I know there are a lot of people are really wanting to complete this set. And behind me, woo, right there, that's the box they came in. And I think the box is so pretty too. When I was unboxing these pins, I really didn't want to just rip apart the box because I feel like the box was just a piece of art by itself. So it had things on top, and I think it was just such pretty packaging. I mean, I really like this. And let's see, your boy Retro. I was at Walt Disney World this past week and got the 4 2020 pins for only $20 with my AP discount. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. I did see that Shop Disney is now honoring the 30% discount for annual pass holders, which I think is great because a lot of people can't really quite make it to the parks right now. A lot of annual pass holders are not able to go as many times as they would like to. Lizzie, you're back. I don't know if she can hear me, but you're back. But anyway, yeah, I think that that's really great that you got your discount visual pins and the Splash Mountain pins. I did see that. I did see, I believe it was on the Disney Pins Blog community Facebook group that people were posting pins that the Splash Mountain Open Edition pins had been restocked. I actually need some of those, so I am going to see if I can get someone to pick some of those pins up for me. But yes, I did see that, and I really want to get my hands on that. And let's see what else we have here. Maybe run me a bunny from Toy Story. Well, thank you. And let's see what else we have here. All right, Lizzie, are you with us? I can kind of hear you. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, these pins are awesome. And one pin that I'm regretting not getting is the new Halloween 2020 pin. This pin also came out when the Hocus Pocus mystery pins were out. And yeah, it was really cute pin. I kind of regret not getting it. So maybe it will restock. I feel like this happens a lot with pins on Shop Disney. They restocked last night, or I guess maybe sometime yesterday afternoon. Shop Disney restocked a lot of the limited edition pins that had been previously sold out. They had the I Collect Nightmare Before Christmas pin, and they also had the I Collect food pins with Timothy Mouse in the middle. And they had a lot of other limited edition pins that were really popular. So they restocked for a second, and I posted it on my Instagram, but people were telling me right away that they were pretty much already sold out. So I don't know if Disney's going to keep on doing this, just restocking some of the pins. I mean, I hope they would, because now that people can really get them at the parks, it'd be nice if they can just put everything else that they still have on the website. And with that said, Disney finally announced what's going to happen with the Minnie Mouse main attraction in the US. So, as a lot of you guys might know, we are a month behind here in the US compared to the UK. We just got the Minnie Mouse June release. And it was done using the Merch Pass. And if you guys don't really know how the Merch Pass works, you can definitely go to my channel and watch my video on the Minnie Mouse Main Attraction June pins, because I took a video of my laptop so I can show you guys step by step how to use the Merch Pass. But now Merch Pass is going to be used for the July set, which was King Arthur's Carousel. It's going to be used for Dumbo, and it's going to be used for Big Thunder Mountain, which we heard this past week that that's going to be the next release. And then we got a little preview of that. I don't know if Lizzie can hear me here. Let me see. Hmm. Oh, they got pot figures too. No, that's awesome. I actually want your boy Rachel. I actually want the Splash Mountain 3 pop set. Um, when I was there back in February, I saw it. I saw it at Pin Traders in Disney Springs, and I hesitated to get it, and I just didn't get it because I was like, I can just get it next time. Little did I know that all these changes were going to be happening, and that I wasn't going to be able to get my hands on it as easily as I thought. I do have the log right here. Let me see if I can point it out. Whoop, right here. And all these pops are and pins are going for like crazy amounts. But let me see. Thank you, Disneyland Paris fan 2006. I appreciate that. I'm going to see if I can still share a screen here. Let me see if I can message Lizzie. Let's see. Okay. If it looks like I'm staring into space, it's because I am going to try to share my screen and see if I can show you the announcement for Lizzie. All right. I can see you, but I can't hear you. But if you can hear me, see if it lets me share the screen. All right, awesome, perfect. So right here, this is just from the US Shop Disney. And then we just got the announcement that guess what? All these I guess are going to be available through Merge Pass. So the rest of the year is going to be like this. And while in theory it's supposed to be a really good idea, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the chat what you think about this because I do think that in theory this was supposed to be a really good idea, but I just don't really like that it's just so uncertain. It's really stressful because it's just as stressful as when the items were just regularly released on the website because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these items. But with that said, I am really excited that we're finally moving along with these releases. And the King Arthur's Carousel set is so pretty. I really do want to try to go for the ears because they are just really, really pretty. And then, of course, the pins, because you guys know that I'm crazy for pins. I know that Lizzie has the plush, because obviously, we know that Lizzie loves plushies. And I think the backpack is so cute. I really like the whole color scheme on this seventh set. And again, we're a little behind on this. So we're trying to catch up to the UK. And then, so the Merch Pass is going to go live here in the US on Tuesday at 7 a.m. Pacific. So that is California time, 10 a.m. Eastern, which would be Florida and New Jersey time. Now, the one thing I've read about this, excuse me, is that instead of being, the 11th through the 12th, like the other merch pass have been. This one is only going to be good for one day. So from 7 a.m. Pacific to 11:59 p.m. Pacific, and that's it. And that is the whole window you're going to have to be able to enter for the merch pass for the 7 set of main attraction. Now, a lot of us got an email. I don't know if people that are here in the US got an email for this as well. But the email said that Dumbo and Big Thunder Mountain are also going to be through Merch Pass. The Merch Pass for Dumbo is going to be on the 18th. So, really, a week later. Tuesday of the following week, we're going to have a merch pass for Dumbo. And then on September 15, we're going to have a merch pass for Big Thunder Mountain. Now, Big Thunder Mountain, oh my goodness, I'm really excited for this one because I really love that ride. I love the denim tones on this with like that burgundy. And I really like the ears. And of course, the pin. And I like the backpack. I like everything. I think that honestly, my top pick here, of course, are the pins, and then followed by the ears, and then the backpack, and then the plush and the mug. And it's just that I'm not really a plush collector, but the whole set is so, so pretty. And here we're getting a teaser of what the rest is going to be. October should be Haunted Mansion, which I am super excited about that. And it looks like, from the looks of this, November should be Jungle Cruise, and December should be the castle. So I am super duper duper excited about this. And Lizzie, are you with us? So I can see you and I can see that you're talking, but I can't hear you. Do you have your AirPods on? Okay. See if you take them off and see if we can. Oh, you say your headphones weren't working? No. Okay. See what happens when you take your AirPods on off to see if we can hear you. No. Let's see. Maybe because you just disconnected them. Sometimes it takes a little bit to like go from like the earphones to just the audio through your phone. Can't hear you. I can see you fine, like you're not lagging at all. And I can see you talking, but I can't hear you. Let's see. Guys, in the chat, if you guys have any suggestions, I am not very techy. So let me know. Let us know to see if we can get Lizzie back with us. Not yet. Hey, Chino Cakes. So, Lizzie, do you want to get like come back? You know how when you come back into StreamYard, it like tests your audio levels. You want to see if that works? Let's see. Can you hear me, Lizzie? All right, let's try one more thing. So if you can hear me, Lizzie, and you want to leave and come back. I don't know if you guys are familiar with StreamYard, but when you go into StreamYard, it has like a thing that tests your audio level just to make sure that your microphone and your speakers and everything are working. So let me see. Let me see. Technical difficulties, guys. What happens with, I was gonna say live TV, but you know what I mean. Okay. All right, so I clicked the wrong window, and all of a sudden, I was staring into space. But yeah, but I'm really excited for all of these releases. I'm really nervous about the merch pass. I mean, have you guys tried the merch pass? I mean, let me know in here in the chat if you've tried for the merch pass and what has your experience been on this. And it's just me for now because Lizzie's trying to see if she can be back here with us so that we can hear her a little better. But yeah, let me know if you tried the merch pass. I mean, I so luckily the first two times that I've tried this, I've had luck. So the first time, Lizzie,
Does this work?
yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
So the first pass for the first time with the merge pass was for the Disneyland. I'm sorry, for the Disney Castle collection, and that was for the Frozen release in the U.S. I put in for it, and so did my husband. I was picked to get the pin, and that's it. I didn't get anything else. My husband wasn't picked for anything. For Minnie Mouse main attraction, he was picked to get the pins and the ears. Wasn't picked for anything, but he has given me the pins and the ears. Or else.
That's good.
But yeah, Lizzie, so we were talking about the merch pass. I mean, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, luckily it's not something that you're seeing in the UK. And while I think the idea behind it was supposed to be something good and helpful, I feel like it's been really stressful for a lot of people. So what are your thoughts on the merch pass?
Okay, first of all, I am very sorry for leaving for about 10 minutes. I'm just using my EE 4G, so you can all go and complain to EE that I keep getting kicked out. So I'm hoping it'll last for the end of the stream, but please do let me know in the chat if I go. My thoughts on Merch Pass Mel, I mean, it's well-meaning. It's come from a good place. They want to be fair to everybody, but, we've discussed in the past, people will just make multiple accounts. You only need an email address. Unless they start limiting how many accounts you can have to each physical address, then I'm not really sure what they can do to stop, bots, scalpers, things like that. Because I find it really strange seeing how you've used Merch Pass, so how sometimes you don't get anything and Dirk does, and sometimes Dirk does and you don't. Like, obviously, it's literally just a lottery. It doesn't take into account how much money you've spent with them, what you've bought in the past. Because, you'd think if you've just bought one of everything each month, they would know that you're not reselling that because you're not getting. Well, I suppose it's because everyone can get one, but like if you were getting one and Dirk was getting one and they knew it was for the same address, then they'd kind of think, well, maybe the second one is being sold on eBay. But I just hope that this is temporary for you guys because it's going to make collecting the rest of the series really difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, you've still got Junes and Julys to go, but I really like that you're going to catch up now. Because you get them in a space of a week. I mean, I personally couldn't afford to buy two within the space of a week or so. But
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I was just showing everybody on the chat that the website for our shop Disney says that guess what? Release 7 from 12 or 7 to 12 is going to be through Merch Pass. So the rest of our main attraction are going to be through Merch Pass, which I think is a nightmare because, like I said, it is just so stressful because yeah, it is a lottery. So I
yeah,
don't know if I'm gonna get picked or if my husband's gonna get picked or if none of us will get picked. And then what? I mean, I've been collecting the series since it started in January. So then what? So it's
yeah,
crazy. But I did see that Shop Disney UK is gonna have larger quantities of main
yeah,
attraction now. But I also did see that we're going to have a window for just European people in Europe to be able to get their items before everybody else. But I mean, do you know anything about this window? Is it like the first hour, the first couple hours? Just so that I know when to wake up because 8 a.m. in the UK is a 3 a.m. for me.
I think now it's a 2 hour window. It was last time at least, so that would be 5 a.m. for you. Because that would be 10 a.m. for us. But the only thing is, they haven't been very transparent about whether that means that there will be a restock at that time, because usually our items tend to sell out in about 15 minutes. So, in 2 hours' time, you're just coming onto an empty website. So I'm not sure
Right.
whether they're going to hold back some stock. But I don't know. I'm very, very glad we don't have Merch Pass because it's hard enough as it is. I
Yeah.
mean, I found the key quite easy, because with keys it's easier. You can have something in your basket already, and then you just type in the code at the checkout after 8 o'clock. Whereas if you're ordering something like the things we're going to talk about in a minute that's being released tomorrow, you have to wait for it to physically load onto the website first,
Yeah.
which is
Mhm.
stressful because it doesn't always load up at the time it says, and they've sort of covered themselves by saying from 8 a.m. If you say at 8 a.m., it's got to be bang on 8 a.m. But if they say from 8 a.m., you can, release it at 8:30 and you haven't done anything wrong because it's from 8 a.m., if you get what I
True.
mean.
That's true. I'm gonna see if I can share to. I'm gonna just close my camera real quick so again it doesn't look like I'm staring into space. But I'm gonna try to see if I can show you my basically the screenshot that I did or video that I took of the merge pass. It's like maybe like 30 seconds, but that way, let me see. All right, I'm gonna close my audio real quick so that audio that we don't need doesn't show through the stream. So give me like 30 seconds. Let's see, the floor is all
Okay, I'm
yours.
just I'm just really hoping that my audio doesn't go, because when we flashed up the Toy Story key, that's when my audio went. So if I go again, I'll just restart. I'll come out of StreamYard and go back in. I'm really, really sorry about that. I was concerned that with using my 4G that this would happen. And I really hope by the time that we're on Melissa's channel next Sunday, I will have fully running internet. But you just never know. I mean, this happened 2 weeks ago, did it? Where we had to do it on my phone. My phone and my StreamYard just don't like me at the moment.
Okay,
I
I'm back.
have not seen this crystal key. What am I missing? What crystal key? It's not the Mulan one, is it?
Yeah, let me see. I don't think I saw this either. I do remember, Joe, that you were the one that showed me the Mulan crystal key. I
Yeah.
didn't know anything about crystal keys. I feel like this is another thing that I should probably look into.
Oh,
But then at the same time, maybe it's not something I should look into since I already collect so much stuff.
oh, it was a
Um,
Snow White one. I
ooh,
haven't seen that, so after the stream, I'll have to go and have a look.
yeah.
I
So
mean, I don't think I could collect the crystal keys because I'm very clumsy. So I can imagine it wouldn't even make it home from Disneyland Paris without being split into two or completely shattered or something like that.
oh no. Well, you have to bring bubble wrap or like a case or something so that
Yeah.
It makes it safely back to your house. So let me see if this works real quick, 'cause I want to try to show people how the merch pass works. If audio is too loud, then I'll just end it, and then you guys can always just check out my video on the Minnie Mouse main attraction for June. So let me see if this works. Um, okay. So let me see if you can see it. Audio might be a little loud. Oh, never mind. I should be able to mute it. Okay, perfect. So let me see if okay. So this is so my video on it. So I mean I basically just film my laptop. So once you go on Merch Pass, this was for Minnie Mouse Min Attraction when it went live. So once you're in, you can see the items. The one thing is that it also shows you the quantity available. So I put in a merch pass for just the pins and the ears. And then at the bottom, you can click submit, just like it shows on that video. And that's it. It says your entry has been submitted, and that's pretty much it. So it's really easy. So as soon as it becomes live, go on the website, make sure you're logged on to your account, and then it should show you the items that are available, how many are available. You click on whatever you want and you hit submit, and that's it. It always makes me nervous that it doesn't give me like a confirmation number or anything. Just like when you place an
Yeah,
order, it just says it's been submitted, and like you don't get an email or anything. It's like,
that's a bit weird.
right? So I feel like that adds some more stress to the whole process. It's like, well, I don't have any proof. So what I did was that, of course, I mean, I have this video as proof, but I would take like a picture that said your entry has been submitted. I mean, I don't think I could do much with that if I was to complain, because in the end it is a lottery system, so it doesn't really guarantee that I'm going to get my items. But it always makes me nervous because I don't have like a confirmation that says, you're good, you're entered,
Yeah,
other than that screen. But
yeah. To quickly answer Rachel's question, I think there's one this week. So please don't ask me what I've got coming up this week on my channel because I don't actually know. I uploaded them Wednesday, so I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure there's a Wishables this week, and then I think there's a Wishables 2 weeks later. And then that's all the Wishables I've got for now, so I need to get my hands on some more Wishables. But I do actually have one coming from someone in New Jersey. I don't know who that is. And I believe Park Pioneer have ordered me 2 as well, or 3. I'm not sure, they'll tell me in the chat. I completely forgot what I've ordered, but I've got some more Wishables coming as well. Even though I filled my shelving for them, so I shouldn't really collect anymore. And I have a trade. That's really exciting. I can't find my trader, but I had someone message me asking if I wanted to trade one of my Wishables, so I've just got to find it, and then I should have one of the Toy Story Midway Mania Wishables, which is exciting.
that is exciting. Oh, you know what? Talking about Toy Story, there was something you wanted to talk about, right?
Are we on about the Alien remix?
Yes. Let
Yes.
me.
So, annoyingly, because of the whole phone issue, ordinarily I would be on my Mac and I'd have my phone next to me. So,
See, I think this
Mel's
is
going
the
to
right
get
screen.
up the Shop Disney UK Instagram post there. So, Shop Disney UK and I believe Shop Disney in the US are bringing out pin sets and plushes every single week. It is really expensive because to collect all of the pins, it's going to set you back £168. I'm not sure how much that is in dollars. We're probably looking at maybe $180, Mel, something like that.
Probably.
And then to get all of the plushes, which I won't be, would be £110, so maybe like $120, something like that. I'm sorry, I don't know the conversion rates off the top of my head. I only want 4, but the problem is they all release on different Mondays, which means I've got to pay an extra $3.95 shipping for each one. So I'm going to be spending about £12 more than I need to get them all to me, which is really frustrating. But I'm hoping to get the Carl, which is the 31st of August, Sully, which is the 7th of September, Boo, which is the 14th of September, and I can't see Russell.
I don't think it showed anything else. Oh, never mind.
Ah,
Here we go.
Russell's Russell's the 17th of August. So there are going to be 4 weeks where I have to be online at 8 a.m. I mean, I don't really like that it's weekly because that's not really good for people's budgets,
Oh yeah.
and people will miss out on things that they, you know, want. But the thing is, that's, I hate to say that's what credit cards are for, but it is what credit cards are invented for, to tide you over until payday, things like that.
Yeah, so it's funny because you and I were talking about this last night. Well, technically it was like 7 in the morning for you, 2 in the morning for me. I couldn't go to sleep last night, so I went to bed super late. But anyway, so this was announced on our Shop Disney as well. But when I went to look at it today, I couldn't find it anymore. And from what I
Oh,
remember,
really?
yeah, if I remember correctly, this was supposed to start on our Shop Disney on August 15th, if I'm not mistaken. So sometime this week. But I don't know what happened. I don't know why I'm not seeing it on the website anymore. I don't know if it now is going to be delayed since, like you said, we are having so many things come out at the same
Yeah.
time. Like at least here in the US, we're gonna have main attraction 7 set on Tuesday. Tuesday of the following week is main attraction the 8 set with Dumbo, and that is not even taken into consideration any other limited edition pins that might come out on the website, which I'm assuming they'll probably maybe announce sometime this week because typically we get
Yeah.
our new limited edition pins on Thursdays on the website, which I think they're just doing it Thursdays because typically that's when you would get new pins at the parks on a Thursday, a new limited edition pin. So I don't know. It seems like it's going to be like a pretty expensive month. And I don't know if they're going to announce when the new Disney Castle collection set is going to come out. It's
Oh,
supposed to
of
be,
course.
yeah, like I don't, it's supposed to be like every other month or so because we had the first set back in April. And
Yeah.
then Frozen came out for you guys in June. We saw it in July.
So it should
So
be August.
yes, so I'm thinking it should be either August or September. I don't know what the next castle is going to be, but regardless, I'm just really excited about it because I do love the different castles. So we'll see. I'm sure that's going to be another interesting headache to have to deal with. But
Yeah.
I guess that's just really part of being a Disney collector. It's just a lot of
Yeah.
like I don't know. It gets rough.
I think I think Park Pioneer have summed it up rather well. Shop Disney UK seem to want me to sell a kidney for all the collections I'm partway through doing. So I want to get those 4 remix plushes, like I said, but I've decided I'm not going to get the pins because I think it's really crafty that they've split up the pins. So, for example, you can get Boo and Mike in the same pin set, but Sully is in a different pin set. So I'm not going to be collecting those, just on the, I guess it's not fair of them to have split up the pins the way they have. So I'm just going to get the plushes. I mean, I'm not I'm not saying that I wouldn't trade for them if someone got an extra set and I had like an extra mini set or something. I'd trade to be able to get my Soleil, but I'm not going to be buying them, not for £28 anyway. So just to catch Mary up, what days are the
So
main attraction coming out?
it's this Tuesday, the 11th. It's going to be the merch path for the King Arthur's Carousel, which is the 7 set. And the 18th, so Tuesday of the following week, is going to be the merch pass for Dumbo. And then September 15th is going to be the merch pass for Thunder Mountain. So by the
Okay.
time we get Dumbo, we should be caught up with the UK because you guys always get it on the 18th, right?
Yeah, always. So I think it's a Tuesday this month. I
Yes, it
think.
should be a Tuesday. And then I'm curious to see what day the 15th of September falls on because typically we would get the main attraction on the third Saturday of the month, but it looks like the
Yeah.
15 is actually going to fall on a Tuesday. So I don't know if they're going to go with Tuesdays now for these merch passes. I, I don't know why. I would rather have them do this on a Saturday because,
Yeah.
I mean, most of us work during the week. So I am running out of excuses to go get my stuff
Yeah.
while I'm at work. And of course, this week, well, when I was home, there were no releases that
Yeah,
I
of
was
course.
interested in. We did have the Miko and Percy jumbo pin or mini jumbo over at
Yeah.
Loungefly, which, if I'm not mistaken, it's still available on the website, which it's crazy. I think that one was a higher LE size. I want to say it was like an LE 1200. But
Yeah.
it's really interesting that it's still available as of I think last night they still had it on the website. And it's actually a really nice pin. Like I don't collect Pocahontas, but I was tempted to get it because I think it's a really nice pin.
Yeah, it is.
But but yeah.
Am I right in saying when I when I couldn't hear you? No, when you couldn't hear me, but I could hear you. You said that June's release is just for 24 hours. Is that how it's going to be now, or
So
is the
oh
July going
yeah.
to be for a week?
So I saw on the website that it is going to be just for the merch pass is just going to be for 1 day. So
Yeah.
for the last Minnie Mouse main attraction that we had on July 27th for Peter Pan, the merch press was open from 7 a.m. Pacific on the 27th up until 11:59 Pacific at nighttime on the 28th. So you technically had a bit more. I had like what, like 36 hours or so.
Yeah.
But you had pretty much 2 full days to get your merch pass in. For this one, it's only going to be July 11th at 7 a.m. Pacific to, I'm not sorry, no, July, August 11th from 7 a.m. Pacific to 11 p.m. Pacific that same day. So you have about a little more than 12 hours to put in your merch pass. I mean, I think it's still fine because if people are at work, you have a window from early in the morning until
Yeah.
nighttime. Technically, here in Jersey on the East Coast, we would really have until like what, almost 2 in the morning, or
Yeah.
two something in the morning to still put in our merch pass just in case. I mean, I think it's still a fair window, but I guess they're just keeping it to just like a 12-hour window pretty much so that they can get all the lottery stuff done because then they're going to do this again a week later for the
Yeah.
Dumbo set. So.
Yeah, because they want to make sure that their warehouses just ship them out straight away before they've got the stress of the Dumbo. Because you don't want both lying around while they're trying to make up orders. That wouldn't be good practice. They'd probably get a lot of orders wrong if they did it that way. So I'm quite surprised that they'd put them so close together. But it's nice that you're going to be able to catch up now because it should be better for everyone. Like the people that have been struggling in the UK and saying it's because more people are on the website. Hopefully, less people will be on the website now because you guys are getting. You're certainly getting the Big Thunder Mountain one a few days before us, or at least you're able to do the merch pass before us. And how long typically does merch pass take to get back to you?
So for the Peter Pan set, I believe the first round of emails went out on the 30th, but then we had a second round of emails last week, which was new. So with the first round of emails, I was able to get the pins. Well, actually, Dirk got the pins. And then with the second round of emails, Dirk was picked for the ears. So I
Yeah,
don't know if it's something we're going to keep on seeing this trend where there's going to be a second wave of emails later on. But yeah, we had a second wave. So it will be maybe like a couple days, a few days after you put in your selection for the merch pass. You should be hearing whether you were awarded one of the items from your list
yeah,
or all of them or some of them. And like again, we'll see if they'll do this second wave of emails again, which was a little
yeah,
it was like unannounced and it was like unexpected. And I just happened to see it on Facebook. So I told Dirk, I was like, check your email, please. And then he had it. He had
yeah,
the email there for the ears. But one thing is that not everybody's getting emails. Some of the items are
yeah.
just being preloaded onto people's carts. So I
Oh,
also tell people, yeah, so if you don't get an email, still log onto your account and look at your cart because some of the
yeah.
items have just been preloaded in there.
I don't think that part's fair, exactly, because if you're only given, say, 24 hours to complete your purchase and you haven't had an email, most people won't know to check their cart. But I mean, it's an okay system, and that second wave of emails probably replaces the restock, because in the UK we generally get a restock the next day, very very early in the morning. I think about 4 a.m. Park Pioneer said to me the once. So maybe that's, they're like, right, we've fulfilled all these orders, we've still got this much stock, how many other people wanted it, and they do it that way.
Yeah.
But did you ever find that the remaining merch got loaded onto the website?
No, that's another thing I kept on checking and it has not been loaded there. I will check this week just in case. Maybe once the merch pass becomes available for the 7 set, maybe they'll put whatever leftovers. I did read somewhere someone was saying that I guess the second wave of emails was because not everybody bought the items they were awarded on the first run of
Yeah,
emails. I don't know if that is also related to the fact that not everybody got an email. Some people just had the items
yeah,
preloaded into their cart. And I think they're only preloaded there just for a certain amount of time. After that, it's no longer there. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I feel like Disney is trying all these different things when it comes to limited edition merchandise now. So unless you're on top of it, like you might miss it. So
yeah,
I'm like a crazy person. As soon as I wake up, I check Shop Disney and I see if there's anything new, anything that I might want. Because for example, these Hocus Pocus pins, they weren't announced. The other Halloween
yeah,
pin wasn't announced. It just shows up. So
yeah.
it is
Well,
crazy.
we've finally got a date for the San Diego Comic Con Yzma Cat pop in the UK. Oh, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you told me it was the 20th of August, which is a Thursday. So I'm hoping I can get one for Joe to go with his other Emperor's New Groove pops, but we'll just
Mm.
have to see. I still don't have my Kevin. He hasn't shipped yet. Half of my pop in a box has arrived this month because I get a 2 pop box and one box has arrived. They've shipped them separately. So I have no idea what I'm going to have, because that generally means that one's come from the UK and one's come from America.
Okay.
So I have no idea whether I'm going to be able to put my pop in a box up on time. But unless I get internet by next weekend, by our live next weekend, I won't have been able to upload the following week's videos, because obviously they're on my computer and that's where I upload them. I upload them from my computer, so I need my Wi-Fi back up and running. Fingers crossed, because
All right,
today
everybody in the
wasn't
chat,
ideal.
press your fingers. Everybody in the chat.
Yeah, everybody. I think I've remembered what I've got coming up this week, but I'm not sure whether the order's right. But we're nearly coming up to the end of the hour. I'm really sorry that I was gone for about 10-15 minutes, but I'm hoping that this was just a fluke because of having no internet, and I'll be fine on Mel's stream. I won't cause you any trouble next week, Mel. But thank you
No,
so
you're
much for keeping everybody entertained while I was just I was like at my phone like this, like just pressing buttons, unplugging things, trying to see if I could hear. And then when I did finally get it to work, I had the volume so high that when you started talking, it like really hurt my ears. I was like, oh, I need
fine.
to turn it down.
Oh no. That's okay. You know, another 10 more minutes and I was gonna start juggling here, trying to juggle.
I
But
don't know whether you heard me, but
what's
I
that?
bought a Nightmare Before Christmas plush to get my Toy Story key. I couldn't hear you at the time, so I just started talking. But
I
I
think I did
managed to
hear you.
get
And you said you
I
had been gonna
managed to get a plush that I was supposed to get it last year and I didn't. So when I saw it was on the website and it was like just the amount of money I needed to spend to get the key, I was like, yeah.
21 pounds, right?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah. It was
buy a
meant to be.
hoodie. Yeah, I was gonna buy a hoodie that was 35, but I don't really agree with spending more than I need to when it comes to keys. So I'm hoping it arrives tomorrow. The only thing is we haven't had a Shop Disney delivery yet, so I don't know how good or bad the delivery guy is. So we're just gonna have to see. But as we're coming up to the end of the hour, what have you got going on this week now?
So before I get into that, I want to show one more pin set
Oh yeah.
before we go. So this past week we heard that D23 is going to be releasing another pin set. Now, we did see this last month where they released actually technically there were like two sets and one pin, 8 pins altogether. They had this D23 Miko pin to celebrate 25 years of Pocahontas. We had a 3 pin set to celebrate 25 years of a Goofy movie. And then we had we had a 4 pin set that had Zootopia pins. We had Emperor's New Groove, Mary Poppins. And I know that I think Joe and Andy from Park Pioneer ended up becoming members to get that set.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately, they still haven't got all of them, but I know that that is the sole reason they joined D23.
well, luckily they'll be able to put their membership to some good use because we
Yeah.
have another pin set coming. I'm actually really excited for this pin set because it is just lovely. It's going to be $49.99 US dollars, so $50. I don't know if that's maybe like what, maybe 60, 65 pounds maybe. No, actually no, it should be less. Should be like if it's $50 for us, it's probably maybe like 40 pounds for you maybe.
Something like that, yeah. We've
So
just obviously got to take into account, I think anything over $20 incurs a customs fee of about 8%.
oh,
And then obviously there's the shipping as well. And I think shipping comes into the customs too. So it will probably work out being about £50 or more. But I am really tempted by this. We were talking backstage about me possibly having this picked up for me by either you or Park Pioneer, because I do think it's beautiful, but unfortunately my D23 membership has expired now.
yeah, I mean, I believe it's two per household. So if that's the case and you want it, definitely let me know. It is a bit pricey, but it is a limited edition set of 3,500. It's going to be available on August 31st through Shop Disney, and you have to be a gold member or a gold family member. So that would be the paid membership because there is a free membership to D23, but the gold one is the one that you pay for. So you have to be
Yeah,
basically a paid D23 member to get this pin. This pin celebrates 65 years of the Disney theme parks, and it is so pretty. It is a 6 pin
it
set.
is.
Which is, when we had the 4 pin set last month, I believe it was like $40. So $50 to get 6 pins, which I think are nicer than the other set. I mean, to me, this is totally worth it. I love the artwork on the box. And I love Disney castles, and Epcot is my favorite park. So those 2 pins
Yeah,
right in the middle are like made for me. But I also love that we have some of the newer park elements, like you have Galaxy's Edge to the right
yeah.
side of the castle, and then underneath you have It's a Small World, which people love. Small World has such a big,
I think that's Mystic
following.
Manor actually from
Oh,
Hong
is it?
Kong.
Am I a
Yeah,
little blind? Oh, I thought it was It's a Small World. I am blind. Okay.
this is why I'm quite confused about this pin set, because obviously you've got Animal Kingdom, and then you've got the typical like Disneyland Park one, and then you've got Galaxy's Edge, which is also a Disneyland Park one, and then you've
Yeah.
got two Epcot, and then you've got Hong Kong. Like, there's no Paris represented, there's no Tokyo, no Shanghai. I do really love it, but I wish they'd, done one pin for each, or just one pin for every land at Disneyland. It's beautiful, but it could have been done better, maybe. I sound like an
Maybe.
expert, but I'm really not.
No, but you know what? I didn't know if that was that's true. For because it's such a tiny image, I wasn't sure if that was It's a Small World, but like you said, it could just be Mystic Manor. Like you said, I've never been to that one, so it could be that. And then Ratatouille. I mean, is that how the ride looks like in Disneyland Paris, or is this just the what it's going to look like in Epcot, or are they supposed to look the same?
Oh, actually, yeah, that could be for Paris, because yeah, they do look. I think it's obviously a bigger building than what the pin represents, but it's a pretty good. What they're kind of like caricatures, aren't they, of the parks, rather than being, exactly like for like. Because I've got a pin of the Ratatouille ride in Paris, and it's got the building, and it is a bit wider than that, and I think it's got a blue tint to it. But I do like that they've incorporated some more modern things. Like, I wanted it purely for the Galaxy's Edge pin, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, that is a cool pin. I just really wanted two in the middle, the castle and Epcot. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty, even the art, like the artwork on the box, like you can see Disney
Yeah.
California Adventure, the Ferris wheel, and
Yeah.
then you can also see Space Mountain right at top, and Dumbo and Tower Terror, and oh my gosh, I am really really excited for this, and I don't know if they're doing more of this now because there's really no D23 events to go
Yeah.
to right now, so I don't know if they're trying to
Yeah.
basically encourage people to still renew their membership because I mean you can still get perks from being a paid member. um, so we'll see. I mean, my membership is up for renewal December 1st, I think. So I know that there are some people that, for example, are not renewing their annual passes because they're not getting to go to the parks as much. So I
Yeah.
don't know if maybe some D23 members might think the same way, like why renew if there's really no events to
Yeah.
go to or really no incentive to be a paid member at this time. So I don't know if that's why they're like releasing all these extra pins that you can only get if you are a paid member. I mean, it could be. I feel like there's so much stuff going on with Disney right now that we just have to wait and see. Like they haven't
Yeah.
announced the date for the virtual pin event for the 20th anniversary of pin training. So that's another
Of
thing
course.
that I'm waiting for. I was actually watching Ryan's video this morning, Disney Pins blog, and he touched on the pin trading event lightly. I think it's a video that he posted like 5 days ago, 6 days ago. So basically, he was saying that he thinks that the this virtual pin event is probably going to happen maybe in a couple months. He doesn't think it's going to happen now in August, which is when the in-person event was supposed to happen because there's already so much stuff going on with the merch pass and all these other pins for like just Halloween and things like that they still have to put out there, so he thinks it'll probably be sometime in the fall, maybe in a couple of months, but we'll just have to keep it and we have to wait and see, I guess, and just keep on looking at the Disney
Yeah.
events merchandise events website and just kind of see what happens. But yeah, I know that this is way past the hour and I'm just like talking about pins because that's what
That's
I
cool.
do. but yeah, and as far as what I have coming up on my channel, I mean, I have some more pin videos coming up. You and I both have on the 13th the gadgets and gizmos, right? Because you're
Yeah.
doing it this month too.
Yeah.
So that is a monthly YouTuber collaboration where we all share a collection that we haven't shared before, and it doesn't have to be Disney. So really everybody has some pretty cool collections and you get to know people a little better because I know
Yeah.
that a couple months ago the Jody and Laura Live, Jody, he shared some of his guitars and things like that.
Yeah.
People have shared koozies collections, people have shared magnets collections, shot glasses, so it's really cool to see what everybody collects besides Disney pins or plushes or anything like that. So I'm excited to see what you're going to share, Lizzie. And
Did we
yeah,
get a hint of what you're doing this month?
are we gonna get a hint of what you're doing this month?
I'm doing some pins, but they're not Disney pins.
Okay, I am doing some pins. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna do some pins. But yeah, it's some pins that I haven't shown before, so I figure I would gather all the ones that I have from this particular theme and just show
Yeah.
them all. These are pins that I have been collecting since 2016,
Oh.
and there's some very specific pins, and I have 10 of them. So that's what I'm going to be showing this week. And of course, I have some more pin videos coming up. So I also got some of the wishable pins thanks to the Jody and Laura Live for picking that up for me. So I will be showing that as well. So yeah, a lot of pin stuff on my channel as usual. And then on Sunday, we'll have the Disney Collector Chat on my channel. So make sure you stop by as well. I don't even know I grabbed this pen. I'm just like, I'm like a kid. Like I found something and I start playing with it. And all right, but don't mind me. What about you, Lizzie? What do you have coming up?
apparently the Jodie and Lorelei for a pin pimp because they've got me the pins as well. And did they get Park Pioneer the pins as well? Or am I imagining that? I think they have.
Yeah.
I I
Definitely are.
tried to set up like a preemptive like pin trade. I was watching Ryan at Disney Pins blog open the Wishables pins, and I saw the little memo pins, and I messaged Park Pioneer, and I said, if I get Ariel or Flounder, I'll trade you for them because I know how much you want them. And she went, oh, don't worry, because Jodie and Laura have got me a bag as well. So they really are the pin pimps at the moment, and I'm really looking forward to seeing who I'm getting. I mean, I don't know who I want most, but I'm thinking I really want the Splash Mountain ones just because I did something really bad as a plush collector today. I took the tag off my Brer Rabbit Wishable, and as I did it, I was like, you're not going to be worth anything anymore.
Why did you
Because,
do that?
I was putting him in my shelf, and I'm pointing at it because it's over there, but I don't want to show it yet. And the tag wouldn't have fit on the shelf, so I took it off, and I was like, "Oh, you're not going to be worth anything." But I don't sell things anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, a little update before I say what I'm going to be filming this week. The Lost Sum Sum did not reappear when we moved, so this morning I bought a new one on eBay. So you can bet that as soon as that arrives, I find the Sum Sum hidden in a box or something. But we will see. So I don't know the exact order that they are going in, but I've obviously got the Gadgets and Gizmos with a non-Disney pin collection. I've got a Wishables unboxing of the Park Icons set. That one isn't very successful, spoiler alert. And then I've got the Minnie Mouse, the main attraction for July, ahead of next week's release because I always make sure it goes up before that release. And then on the Saturday, I am packing my pins, which obviously I'm not doing right now. I haven't even thought about unpacking my pins yet. I'm trying to get my plushes sorted before I do anything else. But after this stream, I am going to unpack my traditions, which I'm really excited to do.
Oh, well, that's exciting. Well, you have a lot of work ahead of you. But it's all fun
Yeah.
stuff because I
Yeah.
like on well, so you should think I don't like necessarily dealing with like the boxes and like just like this, the packaging paper and bubble wrap.
Yeah.
But I do like to be able to put, my collectibles up on like a shelf and kind of decorate and things
Yeah.
like that, which kind of reminds me, I've been considering, decorating for Halloween. Like, I know it's not even
Oh,
September yet, but I'm like, I really want to start decorating for Halloween. Like, I don't know if I told you, but out of all the decorations here, we have more Halloween stuff than like Christmas stuff.
oh,
So
really?
I don't even know why. Like we have a lot of like fall and Halloween stuff, a lot of like pumpkins and things like that. And we've gotten some like Disney Halloween stuff. And then we used to be really big into Yankee Candle.
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah.
you've heard about Yankee Candle before. So they used to release all these I think they still do it. They release these really cute like Halloween series every month, every year. And they have like
Yeah.
votive holders and things like that and just different candle holders and they're all so pretty. So we used to always get them. Yes, Laura, I'm so fetch. Yeah, yeah. Yep. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming up. So I'm excited and I don't know if I'm excited to, spend all this money on Disney stuff, but it's stuff that I'm definitely into. So I guess it's worth it.
I feel like we need to start getting second jobs so that we can afford all this, to be honest.
I know. You know what? Dirk and I were talking and I was like, I would love to get a part-time at the Disney store. Because not only but here's the thing, I was like, that could be like my play money, like second
Yeah.
income, because also as a cast member, I would get a discount. I could have some access to some of these like cast member exclusive pins. And I think a lot of them are done, if not all of them are done through like a website or something. So I'm like, I would love to work
Yeah.
for Disney, even if it's like just, part-time, I don't know, however many hours a week, just to get the perks and
Yeah.
a little bit of extra play money. So yes, you're not too far off with the idea of like getting a second job because I mean we spend so much that yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is, I remember when I was younger, I used to really love Eight Simple Rules with Kylie Cuoco in, and she got a part-time job at some clothing store. I don't know whether it was real or fake because sometimes they make them up. And she actually ended up owing them in her paycheck, and I think that that would happen if you or I worked for Disney. I mean, I
Maybe.
do live like 10 minutes from a Disney store, so I could, but I find that I really need Saturdays and Sundays to do YouTube stuff, so
True.
I kind of like to keep them free. I mean, if I
True.
stopped doing YouTube, I could work for the Disney store, but I enjoy YouTube too much to stop. So,
Yeah, I didn't think about that because most of my YouTube stuff I also do during the weekend, like filming
yeah,
and editing and trying to catch up on like watching videos and things like that. So it's true. So I mean, in theory, it would be a good idea, but I don't know if it would work out with our schedules. But
I
I
mean,
mean,
if they added one extra day to the weekends, then sure, we could do it.
yeah, like a 3-day weekend every week would be great. I
Yeah,
like that. That'd be great. Lizzie,
might
put it
start
in
a
the book.
petition.
Put it in the book. But yeah. So anything else you want to add, Lizzie?
I don't think so. Um, I would like everyone to watch my Gadgets and Gizmos video because I'm not going to give away what it is, but for me to grow that collection, I need the help of everybody across the world. So watch the video and message me on Instagram if you can help me out. And
Okay.
when I get paid, I will start buying loads of things.
That is exciting. Well, I can't wait to check it out and see what kind of pin collection you're going to show and how I want to see how I can help you with that too and how everybody can help. So that should be fun.
And I'm really, really hoping we get internet this week. That is the main thing. We have the box, there's a light on it, but it won't connect. Hence why
Mm.
I'm using my phone. I just
But
feel like it's a bad omen on this channel. 2 weeks
no.
in a row that it's been on my channel, we've had technical difficulties. So
How do we always make it work? You know that
we do.
your headphone with the cord works and that you can do it on your phone and that we can see you fine. So
Yeah.
it works.
And we'll be on your channel next week when nothing goes wrong anyway.
Yes. Yes. Alrighty, everybody. Well, I hope everybody has a lovely Sunday and a lovely
Yeah.
week. And good luck to everybody in the US that's going to try for the merch pass. I don't know if it's available for people in the UK, but then again, we are behind. So unless you miss
Yeah.
out on any items that were previously released in the UK, you don't really need this. But if you're going to
Yeah.
try anyway, good luck to you too. And have a lovely Sunday, and we'll see you next week.
Have a lovely Sunday, guys.
Bye.
Bye.